In today's episode of Trekking Through Compliance, we consider the episode Plato's Stepchildren, which aired on November 22nd, 1968, and occurred on Stardate 5784. This is one of the most difficult episodes to watch. The torment and torture of some of the characters in this show are, or at least now would be seen to be beyond the pale. And frankly, when the episode came out, they were probably seen to be beyond the pale then. We have the famous interracial kiss, but in reality, that's a psychic rape. So that makes this episode as difficult as any to watch when Kirk and Uhura kiss. Something that should have been beautiful, but it was really something very, very different. But what are the compliance and leadership lessons from this episode? Number one, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely, even in the 23rd century. Number two, do you allow internal control overrides? And if you do, what protections do you have in place? And most importantly, when you have an internal control override, do you require documentation of the reason for the override? And number three, we see in multiple FCPA enforcement actions what happens when senior management is in on the illegal conduct. The key is your response as a company. Do you take discipline against them? Do you fire them? Or do you allow them to continue on or simply retire? I hope you'll take a look at this episode of Trekking Through Compliance, Plato's Stepchildren.